Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome students to my lecture of designing mixed method studies. I'm Dr. Ayaz Muhammad Khan, Director Division of Education, University of Education, Lahore. Here is agenda for this lecture. First of all, we'll study how mixing method at different stages of social inquiry is done. Then we would go through mixing method within a single study or across studies in a program of research. Then we'll also see the dimensions of differences in mixing method designs, components and integrated mixed method designs, other formulations of mixed method designs, different illustration of mixed method designs in practice, and connecting mixed methods designs to mixed method paradigm stances and mixed methods purposes. Dear student, here you can see methodological choices, whether we can go for mono method or multiple methods. So in mono method, you either go for quantitative or qualitative. It is the simple one. But when you go for multiple method, there are two multiple method strategies we adopt, a multi method and mixed method. So in multi method, it may be possible that you are using several quantitative methods in a single study. Maybe you are using experimental as well as survey in a single study. Or if you are doing qualitative, you maybe ethnography and case study research, both are going side by side. But our mixed method designs, when we call, it is very clear that model research or mixed method research, they are the complex one, where we use the methods of quantitative and qualitative side by side with each other, either sequentially or concurrently. Now let's talk about why do we go for mixing method at different stages of social inquiry, mixed method and mixed model designs. As a matter of fact, the purpose of this thing is to enrich your finding. You know, you have data which is horizontal or vertical as well. I mean, with a large sample, you gather quantitative data, or with an in-depth participant interview in the form of qualitative data. So whole of your data is rich data. Ultimately, your findings are very rich as well. It aims at increasing the depth and breadth, which we have already discussed, and testing a theory or model, that is we do. Uh, I'm also reminding you again, as we have discussed in our previous research, that if you go for theory validation, your quantitative paradigm would come first and then the qualitative one. But if you want to generate a theory, so qualitative one would be first and then quantitative one would follow it. Seeking for participants' input, improving the trustworthiness, these are the different aspects or characteristics we say make this mixed method inquiry powerful tool of research. So let's see mixing methods within a single study or across studies in a program of research. So mixed method research is a type of research in which a researcher or a team of researchers combine elements of qualitative and quantitative research approaches, use of qualitative and quantitative viewpoints, data collection analysis, or inference techniques. And what is the purpose for all of this is the broad purpose of breadth and depth of understanding the phenomena and corroboration, sorry. A mixed method study would involve mixing within a single study, a mixed method program which would involve mixing within a program of research, and the mixing might occur across a closely related set of studies. Let's talk about different dimensions of differences in mixed method designs. Uh, the very first one is the purpose. What is the purpose of your research? What do you want to do? You want to generate the research or validate the research? The second is theoretical drive. What is your theoretical drive? Meaning thereby you wish to explore a theory, develop a theory, or validate a theory. Your timing is very important. I mean, it all depends on you. That suppose you think that you have quite a good time, you can go for sequential design. But if you think your timing is not that much, you don't have that much time, so concurrent design would help you a lot. So then you got to think, which is the point of integration? Where should I join these two things? Then typological versus interactive design approach. Uh, Whether you would go for quantitative, qualitative, separately discussing paradigms, or you would go for solely for your particular, mixed method pragmatic design. Then planned versus emerged design. I mean, when you have got that theory with you and you wish to validate it, so you go for planned design. But when you wish to explore something, grounded theory or the theory which is grounded in the data, keep it in your mind that you won't be able to decide the design in the early phase. It would emerge as a matter of fact with the passage of time when you explain your data. Then complexity. uh, in the complexity you go for, uh, I mean, these are the actually primary dimensions, but for secondary dimensions, you go for phenomenon, social science, scientific theory, ideological drives, combination of sampling method, degree to which the result participants will be similar to different, degree to which the researchers on the research team will be similar or different, and types of implementing setting, degree to which the method similar to different, validating criteria and strategies, and whether you are going for full study or multiple studies. Here are some of the components and integrated mixed method design. The very first, you initially will go to the component design, triangulation. Different methods are used to assess the same phenomena towards convergence and increased validity. That is what we have already read in our first lecture of mixed method design. Then complementary, which we call sequential as well. One dominant method type is enhanced or clarified by the result from another type. It is either qualitative, quantitative mixed method, or exploratory design, or explanatory design, where quantitative comes first and qualitative comes after it. Then expansion. Inquiry paradigm frame different methods that are used for distinct inquiry components, the results being presented side by side. Here, inquiry paradigm frames different methods, meaning thereby for positivism you go for a different research strategy, and for interpretivism you go for other strategy. So far as integrated designs are concerned, the very first one is iterative, as the name indicates. Complex one, dynamic and ongoing interplay over time between the different methodologies associated with different paradigms. Spiral type design, you can say. Embedded or nested design, one methodology located within another, interlocking inquiry characteristics in a frame of creative invention. Then holistic highlights the necessary interdependence of different methodologies for understanding complex phenomena fully. And in the transformative, we give primacy to the value based and action oriented dimensions of different inquiry traditions, mix the value commitments of different traditions for better representation of multiple interest. There are some other formulations of mixed method designs too. Just look at this table given by Johnson and Ovigbosi in 2002, and you can see that they have, if you just look at y-axis, you would see that equal status and dominant status, whereas so far as time of order is concerned, it is concurrent or sequential. We have discussed it a lot. that when you have these qual or quan things in upper cases, it means you give due status to both of them, equal status to both of them. But when one is upper and other one is in lower case, it means the upper case gets more importance than the lower case. So either you do it concurrently or sequentially, these terms or upper or lower cases would help you a lot. Again, this illustration of mixed method design in practice would help you a lot, where you can say, this is actually a copy of the previous slide, but in a different form, where you can see that concurrent and sequential model. Similarly, you can see equal status and dominant status, and uppercase or lowercase dichotomy, which we have already understood in our previous slide. Let's discuss this thing in detail when we have sequential design or concurrent design. In sequential design, usually weightage is given to quantitative research more as compared to qualitative one, which is interpretive. And this is called as when quantitative supersedes qualitative, it is called explanatory. When qualitative supersedes quantitative, it is called exploratory. Or when you are giving due importance to both of it, it would be called as transformative. You see, the both are given in lower cases. This is actually the use of theoretical perspective. Then in the concurrent design, we have triangulation, where you give equal importance to quantitative or qualitative. Then in embedded design, quantitative or qualitative analysis phase is that you go for quantitative or along with small qualitative, or qualitative along with small portion in quantitative. You actually, the purpose, the researcher converges the two types of the data at same time to provide an inclusive analysis of the research in triangulation, in embedded, and in transformative. You got to remember this description, which is very important for all of you. Now let's see how connecting mixed method designs to mixed method paradigm stances and mixed method purposes. You can see this table, it shows you a lot. So the very first one is complementarity, the description of which is mixed method are used in order to gain complementary views about the same phenomena or relationship. Uh, Complementary reviews means that if your broad area is quantitative, then qualitative results support, as a matter of fact. Similarly, the vice versa. A qualitative study was used to gain additional insight on the finding from a quantitative study. Then completeness. Mixed method designs are used to make sure a complete picture of the phenomena. Then developmental. Questions for one strand emerge from the inferences of the previous one. Suppose you have done a quantitative study. When you infer the result of the sample from by generalizing it to the whole population, you have certain points, and then you go for those certain points for its validity to some of the people in the helm of affair who can give you a good view. So a qualitative study was used to develop construct and hypothesis, and a quantitative study was conducted to test the hypothesis. Then expansion, mixed method are used in order to gain, explain or expand upon the understanding obtained in a previous strand of study. The finding from one study, quantitative, were expanded or elaborated by examining the finding from a different study. Then corroboration, confirmation, compensation, and diversity. If you just get over it, you would learn a lot, and your concepts would be quite clear. So let's discuss this last slide of ours. We would discuss here that what are the design types, implementation, priority study stage of integration, where you would integrate the result with one another, and what would be the theoretical perspective. The very first one is sequential explanatory, where quantitative followed by qualitative. Priority is usually you give priority, quantitative can be more priority should be may be given to quantitative or qualitative or equally. So this is what you do when you interpret the data. Sequential explanatory, where qualitative followed by quantitative. Usually qualitative can be quantitative or equal, meaning that by priority you give more to qualitative than to quantitative, and you would mix the analysis and interpretation phase. Sequential transformation, either quantitative followed by qualitative or vice versa. And what would be the priority? Quantitative would be given more priority to qualitative. Uh, uh, Similarly, you would mix their result at interpretation phases. Concurrent triangulation, you go side by side, and interpretation phase actually is on the when you are collecting both the data, you interpret both of them side by side. In concurrent nested concurrent collection of quantitative and qualitative data and analysis phase, you just join these two. Concurrent transformative, usually you what you do that you combine or you integrate both at the analysis phase as well as at the interpretation phase. In most of the others, you go for integration at interpretation phases, but so far as concurrent triangulation, especially concurrent nested and concurrent transformative is concerned, you go for mixing up the result at analysis phase.